Good evening, friends, dreamers, and doers. Tonight I invite you to trade your seat in the audience for a role on the stage of history. We live in a chorus of complaints. The economy is unfair, politics are broken, the planet is burning, opportunity is shrinking. Yet each new sunrise proves that the greatest shortage is not resources, but responsibility. It is easy, dangerously easy, to refresh a feed, shake our heads, and wait for better leaders, better laws, better luck. But progress is not a parcel dropped on our doorstep by couriers of fate. It is a craft project built by hands refusing to stay idle. Stop hoping for change. Become the change. These 7 words are not a slogan. They are a transfer of power. Hope alone is a seed on a windowsill, promising yes, but sterile until it is pressed into soil, watered, and disciplined by sunlight. Becoming the change is that pressing, that watering, that willingness to sweat over what you say you want. Think of the heroes you admire. They were not born with capes. They were people who stepped forward when stepping back was the safer option. Mother Teresa heard the cry of the poor and moved closer. Nelson Mandela faced bars that tried to cage his ideals but found his spirit too wide for the cell. Malala Yousafzai turned a bullet meant to silence her into a megaphone for every girl denied a desk. Their common thread is agency, the refusal to outsource destiny. So how do we translate this principle into our own ordinary Tuesdays? First, identify one broken thing within arm's reach. Perhaps a lonely neighbor, a litter-strewn street, a policy at work that dims morale. Second, choose the smallest viable intervention and schedule it within 24 hours. Call the neighbor. Organize a 2-person cleanup. Draft a proposal. Third, invite accountability. Tell someone what you intend to do and ask them to ask you if you did it. Action without accountability drifts. Action with accountability accelerates. Fourth, measure impact, not applause. Social media may ignore your effort, but the trash bag you filled cannot. The colleague who smiles because you listened cannot. Change is often quiet before it becomes contagious. Fifth, sustain momentum by teaching. When you show another how to do what you just did, you double the force of progress and have the burden. Remember, statues are raised to people who did, not to people who waited. The future is a blank contract, and your signature is overdue. So pick up the pen of courage, write a new clause of compassion, and co-sign with every neighbor willing to push alongside you. If even 10% of us make this shift from spectator to sculptor, tomorrow's headlines will read not as crises, but as chronicles of communities that refuse to surrender. The curtain is lifting. Hope has had its say. It is your turn to act. Stand up, step out, and start shaping the world that once existed only in your restless imagination. Thank you.